The clock has struck 8 and that means it's time for your daily market dose, Corporate Central, where we get you the everyday pulse of the corporate world and also highlight all of the market fluctuations taking place for you and followed by the triggers that could impact the business environment. But first, let's find out what took place in the corporate world today. Well, after Byju's Jayprakash Associates, Jaypee Group's largest entity has defaulted on loan repayments worth 3,961 crores rupees which were due on May 31st. This consisted of 1,600 crore rupees of principal and interest amount worth 2,361 crore rupees. Jayprakash Associates, which is in the process of restructuring its loans, has to pay back a total of 29,429 crore rupees, including principal and interest, by 2037. It further noted in its filings a reduction of another 18,231 crore rupees worth of loans since they will be transferred to a special purpose vehicle SPV, which is pending NCLT sanction. The company is already contesting insolvency petitions filed by ICICI in 2018 and SBI in 2022 in the NCLT. Up next, the Adani Group remains in the news. The group, in its presentation to the Reserve Bank of India, said it raised about 19,235 crore rupees after the Hindenburg report was released in January. After this, the total debt of the group is estimated at 2.27 lakh crore rupees. The group has 40,000 crore rupees in hand. In other news, the group plans to hit the global bond market by September this year to raise up to $2 billion via sustainability-linked and green bonds. The companies that may issue these bonds are Adani Transmission, Adani Ports and Adani Green. And staying with the Adani Group, the group has said it will go slow on acquisition this year as the cost of capital is getting expensive. The group's shares have recouped some $50 billion after losing almost $150 billion in the market cap following the Hindenburg report. Moving on, auto major Hero MotoCorp is expediting its plans to introduce mid-priced and budget scooters in India by 2025. As per reports, it will focus on extensively distributing its flagship electric scooter Vida to 100 cities by 2024. It also plans to launch a premium motorcycle ranging between 450 to 1600 cc every 3 months in FY24. Furthermore, it has aggressive plans to expand its commuter motorbike portfolio, which have up to 125cc internal combustion engine capacity. The company, which is looking to engage deeper in big markets like Sri Lanka, Mexico, Nigeria, Bangladesh and more, saw its Indian sales jump to 5.16 million units in FY23, 11.2% year-on-year growth. And after the government decided to slash subsidies for EV makers under FAME 2 for violating localization norms, Tata has decided to go all on domesticating its EV production. With an aim to localize 85% of its EV manufacturing by 2025, it plans to tie up with 20 plus high voltage component suppliers and 600 plus non-EV material suppliers in the next 3 to 4 years. As per reports, this will bring down component costs by 15% and a share jump in its localization capacities, which is less than 70% from top tier vendors at present. In keeping with this, it is also planning to establish a 20 GWh lithium-ion cell in Gujarat at an estimated cost of 13,000 crore rupees. Up next, the Tata Group has retained its title of India's most valuable brand at $26.4 billion in 2023, growing at 10.3% over last year, according to brand valuation firm Brand Finance. This is the first time that an Indian brand has breached the brand value mark of $25 billion to feature in the top 100 list, the UK-based brand valuation firm has said. India's top 100 most valuable brands collectively exhibited growth, with their total value approaching $2 trillion since the last valuation on January 1, 2022. Infosys and LIC also retained their positions as the second and third most valuable brands at $13 billion and $9.8 billion each, while Infosys' brand value grew 2% versus over year LIC's brand value declined 12% in comparison to last year. Airtel swapped positions with Reliance Industries to emerge as the fourth most valued brand at $7.5 billion in 2023, while RIL was valued at $7.4 billion in 2023, down 14% versus last year. Now, Future Retail, which is undergoing insolvency proceedings, has received claims totaling 21,555 crore rupees from 35 creditors. Of the total, about 19,404 crore rupees has been admitted, while claims worth 2,151 crore rupees have been rejected. The creditors who have raised claims include Bank of Baroda, Bank of New York Mellon, Union Bank of India, Central Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Indian Bank, State Bank of India, Cent Bank Financial Services and Axis Trustee Services, among others. Bank of New York Mellon has the highest voting share of 21.18% in FRL's Committee of Creditors (COC), followed by Union Bank of India at 9.17% and Bank of Baroda at 8.95%, according to a regulatory update by its resolution professional. The claims were as of October 18, 2022 and verified as on May 12, 2023. It is subject to further verification and updation by the resolution professional. Bank of New York Mellon had claimed a total of 4,670 crore rupees, of which 4,109 crore rupees was verified. Similarly, Union Bank of India had claimed a total of 2,002 crore rupees, of which 1,779 crore rupees was verified. Alright, India's largest car maker Maruti Suzuki said it is going to expand its service network to increase customer satisfaction and recoup lost market share. It said it plans to open 1,000 service workshops by March 2025. The expanded network will cover nearly all the 5,495 talukas in the country. It expects the extensive sales and service network to improve customer satisfaction and help regain 50% market share. Partho Banerjee, Executive Director Service, said that Maruti Suzuki will be putting in place a strong after-sales network, which is a priority. This fiscal, the company will be adding one touch service point every day. Maruti already covers 97% of the talukas in the country. The shares of Maruti were trading almost 29 rupees down at 9,679 rupees. That was all on the corporates. Now let's take a look at those stocks that were buzzing today in the market and also analyze the reasons behind it. First, Tata Elxsi rose around 2% today after it signed a deal with ISRO. The company has ISRO for its Ghanshyam mission. Tata Elxsi will develop crew recovery models. The company said, and I quote, "One of the key requirements of this project is the safe recovery of the crew, which must be carried out with minimum lapse of time. This is where the crew recovery models come into use." In the last 1 month, Tata Elxsi has given close to 12% return to the investors. The company has a market cap of 48.73 thousand crore rupees, while its P/E is quite high at 64.51. The stock closed at 7,864 rupees. Moving on, Gati, the logistics company, rose 7% to 121.65 rupees after the company gave details on monthly volumes. In May, the total volumes increased 8% on monthly basis. The volume increased from 90,000 tons in April to 98,000 tons in May. It is said that the company is preparing itself for a festive season. In coming days also, there is expectations that volumes will continue to show impressive growth. The company has a market cap of 1.58 thousand crore rupees. And Paytm had a happy day on Thursday. The stock rallied almost 7% and corrected a bit to close with 6% gain to close at 771 rupees. The stock went up after it presented latest monthly numbers and investors lapped it up. The company reported that the total merchant GMV processed through its platform for April and May was 2.65 lakh crore rupees, marking a year-on-year growth of 35%. Our focus over the past few quarters continued to be on payment volumes that generate profitability for us either through net payments margin or from direct upsell potential. Monthly transacting users also increased 24%. And now it's time to shift our focus to the rigors that might trigger major events in the global business environment. First, China will release its retail inflation figures, which could have an impact on the global markets. And that's it for today here on Corporate Central. Download the Money9 app and stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. Also, check out the revamped site of Money9, money9.com. This is me, Ajay, signing off. Take care and have a happy night.